I guess you love movies. I do too. Hi guys, and welcome back to another classic movie review, and today we'll be talking about Billy Wilder's classic romantic comedy, The Apartment, starring Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred MacMurray. And this film is about an office worker played by Jack Lemmon. C.C. Baxter, his name is, and he tries to rise in his company by letting out his apartment to executives, so that they can have sort of informal affairs with the other members of the office and other women. And by doing this, he tries to rise up in the company and thinks that this is what he wants. But once a romance of his own ensues with Shirley MacLaine, he starts to reconsider what his goals really are. Now, going to The Apartment, I was expecting something really good. I'm a massive fan of Billy Wilder. I love his films. Some Like It Hot is a fantastic comedy. Double Indemnity is one of the best film noirs ever made. And Sunset Boulevard is probably up there in the top 25 or so movies I've ever seen in my life. It's absolutely phenomenal. So going into this movie, I was expecting something good, and I definitely got that. Billy Wilder continues to be an absolutely exceptional director. He's a brilliant, well-rounded director. And he does comedy and drama, especially in this film, and he weaves them so simultaneously and so seamlessly that this film is pretty much picture perfect in a lot of ways, and I love this movie a lot. The performances are fantastic. Jack Lemmon gives a really great performance, comedically and dramatically. He manages to be endearing, but kind of a sucker at the same time, and you want him to succeed, but you already know the problems that he's facing from the beginning of the film. There are some very funny scenes, but also some very emotional scenes, and this movie manages to balance those brilliantly. Sorry about the cough. Still have a cough. I feel better overall, but my cough is still here. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, really enjoyed Jack Lemmon's performance in the film. Shirley MacLaine is also excellent in the movie. I really enjoyed her performance as well. Again, equally subtle, equally melancholy. This film has that overriding feeling of melancholy, because what this film does that I really enjoy is it has every sort of area of comedy and drama covered. So what you have here is an obvious romantic comedy, yes, and there's definitely funny moments, enjoyable humour in the film, but it's also a social satire on sort of everyday American society and the sort of everyday dead-end job where people feel like numbers and not really like people. This is how the film starts, a monologue by C.C. Baxter, Jack Lemmon's character, and it kind of, you can feel that is the overriding feeling in the film, and I really enjoyed that sort of social satire element to the film. Also, the kind of feeling that both of these characters, Shirley MacLaine and Jack Lemmon, have a delusion or an illusion of happiness. And this is something that's in a lot of Billy Wilder's best films, like Sunset Boulevard and Double Indemnity. Two characters that either think they're happy or think they're unhappy. In Double Indemnity, it's Fred MacMurray and Barbara Stanwyck both believe that they're unhappy, and by doing this fraud and doing this murder together, that they will in some way become happy and become excited by life again. But by doing it, they actually realise that they were safe in their life beforehand, at least Fred MacMurray does. In Sunset Boulevard, it's the illusion, Gloria Swanson's character, that she still lives in Hollywood and that she's still loved and her fans still exist, and you know, this illusion that she can get back to when she was happy, but in reality that time has passed. And in this film, it's about two characters that have an illusion of happiness. Jack Lemmon believes that what he wants in life is to become executive in this company, however he does that, whether it's, you know, renting out his room to his other executives to get there. He wants to get to a better office and be the same, but better, in a way. And he kind of feels like that's what he wants to do with his life. But once he gets that, he realises it isn't really what he wants. And Shirley MacLaine has a relationship with Fred MacMurray's character in this movie, who's the main, like, the head of this company. And as the film goes along, she realises that her happiness is an illusion too. By realising this, obviously, their relationship grows, Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine's, throughout the film, and I really enjoyed that element again. And Billy Wilder manages to seamlessly blend this dramatic heft with light comedy. And this is an incredibly entertaining movie to watch because it does everything so seamlessly and perfectly that you're laughing and you're almost crying at the same time. This is a fabulous movie, an absolutely brilliant film, visually stunning, brilliantly acted, and seamless over all comedy and drama elements. And I really enjoyed this film massively, and I'm going to give The Apartment 10 out of 10. So there you go, there's my review of The Apartment. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, drop your comments down in the section below. Have you seen The Apartment? If you have, what did you think of it? And what's your favourite Billy Wilder film? Drop that down in the comment section below. This is definitely one of my favourites. It might be my second favourite behind Sunset Boulevard now. I really enjoyed this film a lot. And I'll end with a cough. Great. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.